I don't know. Well, I am streaming now. Let's go.
Well,
I'm not used to
the
many
fandom,
of
there are people
this.
who actually still use Norton unironically.
It's unfortunate. It's, like,
Very
it's
unfortunate.
genuinely unfortunate that they are so misinformed. So
They're so much better.
You could do so much better. Yeah.
Most of the people, I imagine that most of the people who use Norton are like 60 and above.
Huh.
There's like, oh, I recognize that name. Click.
Yeah. Or it just came with the computer that they bought, like the laptop that they bought.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's pre-installed with Norton 360. Wow. What a deal. What
I
a...
had an Xbox 360 once. It must be the same thing.
That's people 60 and above.
Yeah.
they used to have an Xbox.
They used to have an Xbox, and then they're like, oh, I don't like the Xbox One.
Yeah, not enough numbers. I don't know.
It confuses me. I thought it was the original Xbox. I don't like things from before. I only go forward, closer to death.
Good start. Wait, let me switch over to
Knowing
here.
me
There
at
we go.
60, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I remember playing the Xbox 360.
I'm gonna be so fucking stupid at 60. I'm not gonna be any different. I'm just gonna care less. I'll say the same stupid shit that I do now, just older.
Oh, I need to do the quote tweet.
It's good coffee.
Oh, it sounds like it's good coffee. Like
yeah.
says by the description. Tell the chat that's not here yet the description of the coffee.
The whole I don't know description. I didn't read it. I just took a picture of the bag to send to you. It's called Strong Shit. It's and it's not that strong. I actually made it stronger this time than I did last time, and it's still not that strong, but it does taste really good. I just love that it's called Strong Shit.
Yeah,
that is a name.
I've also wanted to try the Death Wish coffee.
I have as well, but it's expensive.
Yeah,
I don't know how much this one cost. It was for Christmas.
Something called Strong Shit. I imagine it's like, I don't know. I imagine it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I mean I can look it up.
Yeah.
Strong Shit coffee. It is not that expensive. £25 per kilogram, which is like $32 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll convert.
Pretty expensive.
$34 per kilogram. It's not terrible. I've definitely seen more overpriced coffee.
Yeah, true.
The one we got. Like, wait, I think it says yeah, 500 grams.
I was telling you before the stream started that like Ricker was telling me about how
hello, Salt.
Hello. But you know, they NASA launched another telescope into space. I forget the name of the telescope.
I don't know. But, I'm gonna look it up.
Basically this telescope, like their biggest fear is that like the arms on it wouldn't open. And if it didn't open, they'd be like, well, that was billions of dollars on a test lost.
The James Webb Telescope.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh.
And apparently it worked. The arms worked. Yeah.
It worked, and basically now, theory, it can get photos of like the Alpha Centauri star system. And, like get it in a crisp, clear 1080p.
Oh, hell yeah! Caught in 4K. Oh.
I look forward to the day that we get like photos of aliens on other planets.
Hug the void creatures.
Behind But can you imagine just like
take a picture of an
just
like take a picture of an alien just doing some stupid shit and she's like, oh fuck.
Fuck. It's just an alien that's like, oh bro, I gotta piss.
Oh
no. The alien's all embarrassed, like, oh bro, I'm gonna get reported.
Like that NASA is just like, oh god, terrifying footage of extraterrestrial life, and everyone just like, alien do be pissing though, do be like they're just like, oh god, it's the terrifying knowledge of outside life that we've never thought could exist before. It's like this terrifying looking creature, but it's just pissing in the middle of like some space grass. Some like it's like, oh, woo.
He's like, oh bro, I'm gonna cancel on spacetwitter.com.
Turned into a meme, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
me and the boys when the alien satellite catches us mid circle jerk sesh.
Already off to a good start. He has a wife who comes out and is like, I told you to stop coming home drunk and peeing in the backyard. And now you're all over space Twitter and the Earthlings are making memes about you.
What the fuck is a meme? What the fuck is
the alien guy's just like, Rhonda, what the fuck is a meme?
What did I come into? Don't worry about it. We're talking about space and NASA's amazing what's the word? Advancements in technology and science.
I know the alien husband doesn't get beat with an alien broom. He gets beat in the quote retweets.
They beating your ass in the quote retweets.
His wife's just like, no, his wife's still.
Honey, how could you be cringe? How could
his alien son shows up like, Dad, I hate to break it to you, but they beat your ass in the quote retweets.
I love that all of these aliens just inexplicably speak English and know what's happening. Divorce his husband. A hairless ape with massive dong. Oh no.
And then the alien wife is just like, I'm going to marry one of these Earth gorillas. That is and then she starts getting canceled on Twitter. It's like, how dare you say that, racist?
She's talking about like actual gorillas.
Yeah. And then the son is once again like, oh Mom, they're beating your ass too in the quote retweets.
Mom, you got 20 private quote retweets. You should delete your account.
Mom, that wasn't very based of you. I think you should get back with Dad.
Based? Like they have like fucking space, like alien internet there, and it connects to our internet.
You know, the dumbest part is like, this isn't even what I was thinking about when I heard this news about the James telescope.
Yeah, you were saying something. You were thinking of something else. I don't think you said anything yet.
Something completely different, but I like this train of thought.
We went on a different rail.
We went on an alien trail.
They found your location by the reflection. They triangulated your location using the telescope. Oh god.
The alien son's just like, guys, they doxed me! They're like 10,000 light years away, but they doxed me!
Oh god.
Oh, what am I gonna do? They could be here any year now!
I like that you're very slowly turning into Goofy with that alien impression. oh gosh, they're gonna dox me on Twitter, Mickey.
All the aliens now look like Goofy. Like the alien son is just Goofy but small.
It's all like it's an entire planet where everyone just perfectly looks like the CG like Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse characters.
No, I'm just like, oh, I'm losing my mind every single day. To us, the concept of race doesn't exist. We're all just, I guess we're all just a little silly.
Oh. She's fucking goofy. She's...
That's not what I said. I said she's fucking goofy.
Somehow got my full name and no info. Oh no.
Yeah, and it's like the boss of the alien husband is just like, oh, now I gotta do this as Goofy. It's just like, well, you got caught in 4K peeing in your backyard again. I'm sorry, but this is the 5th time now that you've been caught on Space Twitter. I have to let you go for our company's image sake. I was just like, oh god damn it! I can't believe it! I got caught with my tallywhacker out.
God, a tally. I hate that video so much.
I can't believe I was playing with my tallywhacker again.
Oh man.
That video's amazing.
Gosh.
I love the term tallywhacker. It's such a dumb, like overly complicated but hilarious word for penis.
For penis.
Oh my god, there's like so many random good terms for penis that are just like so stupid, like schlong. Schlong's the good one.
Schlong. Schlong.
The alien husband just like, I promise tonight I'm not going to get drunk and whip my schlong out in the backyard. It's like 3 months later, he managed, he bounced back pretty well. He got a good job. He's an accountant.
Yeah.
He's a space accountant.
Yeah.
He's just doing his thing. Then he gets sent space porn. And he's looking and he's like, oh, the space devil's tempting me.
Oh.
I shan't look.
Oh.
And then, well, he does it. He gets tempted, and then he's like, oh, I did it again. Oh, I was playing with my space dingling.
I was playing with my space tallywhacker. And I got caught with my pants down here. This is a real embarrassment.
Like,
oh no!
It's like, it's only day 3 and you're already playing with your cock. Get out of here!
Cock.
Eats his tallywhacker in the corner of his office. Oh, yeah. And then, as he's doing the walk of shame, leaving the office, one of, all the employees are forced to, stand by the door as he walks away, and then one just accidentally lets out a, Okay, but...
Back to your actual thought. Your actual thought.
The question I thought about, which, I'm gonna be honest, what I did think about, this is very, a very
stupid
stoner question.
Hell yeah.
Where it's both dumb but deep.
Yeah.
Which
means I'm gonna be terrible with it.
I mean, dumb and deep is what I would call my porno. But
Uh-huh.
But the question I thought was because the plan is that we're going to be searching for, inhabitable planets for the much greater future, because our
much greater future until the funny lion and monkey people destroy the fucking planet with their PNGs.
Yeah, but so our planet's obviously dying. But
yeah.
So with that said, I was thinking about it, and I was like, so when the planet basically kerplodes. What happens to ghosts? Can ghosts go through space?
I mean, I guess.
Can they become space ghosts, coast to coast?
I feel like ghosts could go into space.
And I even asked that director, and he gave me the I guess it depends on what kind of ghosts you mean. Do you mean the kind that are theoretically some sort of plasma energy that just goes around?
Yeah.
Or Princess Leia? Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But or do you mean like the kind that you can't see, but supposedly they are there and can somehow move physical objects? And of course, I meant the latter.
I would think both. They would just have to kind of like. I feel like the ghosts would kind of know what's happening, seeing everyone like evacuate, and they would like follow, and like some of the ghosts at least would follow them, and there would just be like spaceships leaving the planet with like unknowingly like hundreds of ghosts in them.
Do you think that
Hello,
there are
TK.
some ghosts that are hi TK? Do you think that there are some ghosts that are like stuck in an infinite loop? Like they are specifically they are tied to a very specific memory. Maybe it's like the last thing they did before they die.
Yeah.
So like I was thinking of like, because I've heard that theory before that like some ghosts are tied to a memory.
Yeah. Like they're technically not like in our time. They're kind of like in their own time, but we can see them in the current time. Which in that case, would it affect them? Like the planet would explode, but to them would that happen? Or would they still be in their time where the Earth is still intact?
So I was thinking to myself, like, can you imagine just like, this is 10,000 years in the future, astronauts from a different planet, they make their way towards the solar system.
Come like back to Earth, yeah.
Well, they see what used to be Earth.
Yeah.
Just the space of what used to be Earth, and they see a repeating memory of a ghost that's just having a massive case of diarrhea. And it's like the astronaut's just like, oh, this spectral being is spreading its disease, and it's just this ghost that's just like,
no.
Like the last thing there had to have been. I'm pretty sure there are people who have died from diarrhea.
100%, or at least died during. Maybe not caused by, but like an effect of like maybe like being poisoned or something.
Yeah.
I'm not expect to come back to diarrhea ghost, but I'm very happy. Well, hello, hello, Tully.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. Where we have a combined IQ of 12.
12 is generous.
Combined.
That's
I'm including everyone, like the viewers included.
Hi, neighbor.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Oh, that video didn't last as long as I thought it would. Hold on, I need to find another collection of commercials. Hold on.
I mean, diarrhea, the remnants of Earth. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, and then I imagine there's like another ghost where it's memory. Again, it's caught in that memory loop. And all it's doing is just sitting there gambling. It's at a slot machine, and it's just like, come on, baby, we're gonna win. I need a new pair of shoes. And the astronauts are still just like looking through, and there's like, oh my God, it's a graveyard of people who used to be here. I think this is the place they called Earth.
2
times 7, almost 1.6 million people died from Wow.
Huh. Well. Wow. That's a lot of poop ghosts. That's oh no.
Don't you wish that there was a little less shit? Yeah, no,
7 hours of video game commercials. There we go. That's a good length. I don't think we're gonna be streaming for 7 hours.
Presumably, no. I don't have it in me, or the time for that matter.
Yeah. Embed.
Speaking of time warp, this is obviously the first stream of.
I don't think this one will let me. Video unavailable. Okay, never mind. There's a cringe mobile ads compilation. I don't trust this one. The thumbnail makes me feel like I'm gonna get suspended.
What are some like worse mobile? A lot of the terrible mobile ads are just like when it's blatantly supposed to be sexual, but it's obvious bait.
It is rage shout. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. It's small. I don't think it'll be noticeable. Hopefully. Just look at the thumbnail when it comes up. Just you know.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just leave that in the background. We'll ignore it.
The focus is.
I also need to put. It's not a long video, so I'm gonna have to put it on loop.
But I think that's a good question even for chat. Like, do you think that like ghosts who are not who like are fully sentient, you know, they're not stuck on a memory loop? Do you think that they would just see, you know, the people of Earth traveling to different planets and be like, oh, I guess we better go. And with that in mind, do you think that they would swim in space, or do you think that they just walk normally?
I think they would walk normally. Or some ghosts some ghosts float even on the Earth, so I think they just float through space normally.
I want to imagine
they use their ghost energy,
just physically walking through space.
Yeah, I would think that as well. I can imagine that.
He's just like, he even has his ghost dog with him. He's just like, oh well, all right, boy. I guess this is the long walk you've always wanted.
Depends on their inertial reference frame. Yeah.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
They're just pretending to. They're not actually walking. They're just pretending to walk because they like it.
Yeah. Launch than door. I would think so. Something like that. I don't know. It's all theoretical and very, like I said, very like stoner talk. But I don't know. I think I kind of think it's fun. Now, for people who don't know, because you can't exactly tell through the stream because OBS, or whatever you use.
It'll still sound different. I was gonna point that out earlier, but we were talking about ghost diarrhea.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, I have a new microphone.
Yeah, the Fong sounds even sexier now.
That
is true. Don't say shut up. I'm right.
Wait, am I the one who's not supposed to say shut up, or are you?
Yeah, because I know if I compliment your voice, you're gonna go shut up. Shut up.
You even got the the accent. You got the tone of voice down too.
I read you like a book. Yeah, you sound great. You have a better microphone setup than I do right now, and I'm the streamer. Fuck you.
I got myself the AT2020 from Audio Technica.
Audio Technica. Where have I heard that before? Where have I heard Audio Technica before?
They've been around.
Jamie Rose. Hello. How are the gays doing? Yeah, hello, Jamie. Sorry, I was brain farting for Burnout Paradise. That's where I've heard it. That's where I've heard it before. I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Okay, so admission, I have never played a single Burnout game.
You should. They're fun. I swear. Burnout said it's. I know it's a brand of microphone, but like, I'm pretty sure in the Burnout games there was like the guy who does like the radio in Burnout Paradise. I'm pretty sure I can like not picture. I can like hear in my head him saying Audio Technica like vividly. Burnout Paradise.
Like he's a host. Like, this is your host, Audio Technica.
Yeah, he's like the radio host. I don't think his name was it, but I know he said it.
So like, I remember when Burnout 3 Takedown came out, and like I never got around to getting it, but that was like the Burnout game. I'm like, I want to play that. That looks fun.
No, my brain is stupid. His name is DJ Atomica. His name. I haven't played the game in a while. My brain was just like, that's similar. It's the same. But still, I should play that game again at some point. I have like every single version of Burnout Paradise. I have the orange box version on Origin. I have the orange box version on Steam. I have the remastered version on Steam. I have the remastered version on PS4. I have the PS3 version.
Is this like a Battletoads situation where it's like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro 2 get beaten with my good question.
What was that? The Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro 2 and get beaten with my Origami deck? I don't know shit about Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! So do both at the same time.
I'm just gonna. I remember there was one of my oldest friends in Florida. He had this he had a Yu-Gi-Oh game called I want to say it was like the Falsebound Kingdom. I might be wrong. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, Falsebound Kingdom. He had it on the GameCube, and it's like, I don't know, visually it was a kind of cool game. It was like this, both a mix of a sort of RTS and a turn-based RPG. It was weird, but it was cool. I'm trying to think what else. Actually, that's a pretty good question. Like, what are some games that you think you'd want to stream this year?
I have no idea. I'm good. Obviously, around like this month to next month, I'm gonna finish Halo Infinite. That's gonna happen. I gotta play the Yakuza.
Yeah.
I still haven't. I need to do the 24-hour stream of Yakuza 4. Now that it's the next year, I have to play Gex.
Yes.
I'll do it on April Fools. I'll just do like the whole game. I'll do it on the whole game in one stream on April Fools, and then right at the end, I'll just like reveal that I was just watching a playthrough and not actually playing it.
Oh hell yeah, Xavier! So last year I made her play.
Re-downloaded Halo Infinite to buy the cat ears in the shop. I bought the cat ears as well. Just because I knew it would, just because I knew how pissed off r/Halo was, and I thought, you know what? I have the money. Fuck r/Halo. I don't even play multiplayer because Firefight isn't out yet. I'm gonna buy the cat ears. And they're great. I love them.
I hate to break it to you, but they beating your ass in r/Halo.
I don't care. They're complaining about things that have no reason to complain for, and because of that, 343 are putting so much time into changing the things that those fucking idiots are complaining about that they're not fixing the actual issues with the game, like the desync issues, the balancing issues.
Yeah.
Like, they're not, because of the fucking idiots on Reddit, they're not fixing the actual issues and just fucking with the store like idiots.
Never listen to Reddit.
Never listen to Reddit. Like, whatever life advice for anyone doing anything. Don't listen to Reddit. The only time you should listen to Reddit is when you've been searching for a software issue problem for like 12 hours, and there's one random thread on like r/tech support. Like 20 comments down, someone going, I have the same problem. Not actually fixing the problem. Then you can listen to Reddit. Can't wait to get Slayer 4 hours later and no Slayer. Yeah.
You can then do the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood like point where we were on the couch like, whoa, that's me.
What?
Someone relates to me.
Same hat. Same.
Yeah, man, same hat. God, okay, same hat is like, that's one of those things that like, I started hearing it in like 2017,
Yeah, I don't even remember when I first saw it. Fucking years.
Well, because it was someone on Discord who was saying it. They're like, yeah, man, same hat. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck does that mean?
I remember seeing, like, the original comic. I don't remember, like, hold on.
Oh, was there a comic?
I think, or it was, like, a panel from a comic. Or something.
Well, still, it's like, same hat to me is one of those, it's one of those weird sayings that came right out of nowhere, basically meant nothing, and then people made it, like, it became a thing somehow, and, you know, just like with a lot of memes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Do you even understand what it is you're saying? Same hat?
Yeah.
You can just say same here. Why would it be same? I don't know. This is, you know, this is like old lady yells at clouds, but I don't know. There's some phrases that the internet came up with that just make me go, what? Why? We had a perfectly good language right here.
Yeah, but funny. But it's
funny. Like, trust me, no, I get it. I like to butcher the English language for my own amusement as well. But there comes a point where I'm just like, what the fuck are you actually saying?
Emergent language is a fuck. Yeah.
It's true, Maver. It's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm a fan of like deconstructing language and just turning it into for my own entertainment. But when it comes to having an actual conversation, just talk to me like a normal human being, please.
Never. I'm gonna talk like Dom all the time.
It become crab.
Turn into crab. Sneepity snap. Sneep snop.
What do you think was honestly one of the most like infuriating bits of like internet lingo that became part of normal conversation? What's one for you that like became? What's one that you wish didn't become a thing?
I genuinely can't think of one. I don't know.
Speak. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, honestly, it's funny. I like uwu or wo speak. I don't use it because God, it's fucking cringy. But like,
yeah,
it's just funny to read.
Oh, it's so especially when you know we many of us watching we've seen at least one person do public Twitter roleplay, and it's
open RP. Hello, Grant.
So open Twitter RP is so funny, especially when because it's usually people with anime profile pics that are doing it, and they're just like, oh, it's people who the people who unironically use it, they are a whole special breed, and watching them converse, it's like, it's that.
How do you understand each other? How do you like? What are you doing?
Someone still regular RPs. It is a complete
disgusting. Therapy is purest cringe.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Hands down. Absolutely. Like, because I remember showing you before the guy who, what was it? It was like fucking, it was like a combination of Gogeta and Sub-Zero. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Art Thief account.
Art Thief account. Oh, they're always fucking great.
They are also a super special breed. I'm amazed that I've never seen any of my commission art used as a. Like, I've seen them plenty of times on F-List, but
yeah,
I'm just a player. Yeah, all the time. When meanwhile back that was we'll only speak together. I can believe that. I don't know. Like, it's. Language itself is confusing.
Oh my god!
But also
all of the game commercial compilations are unavailable. No, I can only watch the terrible fucking mobile game ads.
I mean,
well, when Lee speak together, oh hell yeah! But no. All right. Alright, fine.
Can you imagine?
Alright, let me just hold on.
Yes, the TV is playing stuff.
TV is playing stuff? Yeah, I usually just put a random, like, commercial compilation down there. It's just background footage, so you can tell that it's not, the stream hasn't, like, frozen or some shit.
I mean, I would hope that at least our Discord icons flashing green would give that away, but...
Yeah, but that's a lot, that's a lot more subtle. At least with that, it's, like, constant movement.
See, here's what would actually be a good April Fool's Day joke, is to just do one of these podcast stream, but just say nothing the entire time.
Yeah.
And just make people think, like, wait, is the stream going? And then, like, half an hour later, one of us will just go.
No, I'll do like I'd have to get viewers in on it. Yeah. And hopefully, when I'm more popular than I am now, we'll do a stream where we have no sound at all. But we have people in the chat talking as if we're talking about something. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
And then we'll have new people come in like, what, is my audio broken? And everyone's like, no, it's fine for me, just refresh the stream. Like, refresh.
No, oh my god, it'd be so amazing. Oh, and we would have to reply like, hey, does that fix it? We just, hey, hold on, let me work on the settings a little bit. Did that help? And then just keep going and acting like, everything's fine.
Yeah. An hour of just a still picture. No, like, it would have, like, I would actually have footage. Like, it would just be like me and the Fong, like, in a Discord call. We're talking to each other and like playing something, but I have the game and microphone audio muted on stream.
Honestly, if we even had at least just 10 people in the chat, just like along with the joke,
this one has to work.
We could make it work.
What? I can't watch Mafia City ads. No. What? No. Fuck you, YouTube. Piece of shit website. Piece of shit website. Fuck out of here. I don't like that thumbnail, but sure, let's see if it works.
I'm excited to see what the thumbnail. Okay, you mentioned earlier, if you somehow became more popular, blah blah blah. And I was thinking, like, do you have any goals for this year?
Fuck, I don't know. To not get fucking deleted by the algorithm for once and actually gain a viewing.
That's understandable.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Chloe's. I just realized Chloe's swooshing in. Oh god, that thumbnail. I hate it. God. Fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, I don't want this one anymore. No, get out of here. Trying to tell me to subscribe. Like, no. No. Okay, I need to find a different one.
Chloe, you little stinger, you're moving around. I'm like, get. Oh no, I'm on the channel. Me too. So.
It's like, try to catch me, bitch.
You're never gonna get me. I'm too greased up.
Short reverb.
Like I was mentioning earlier, sure you have like some kind of goal, like maybe the games that. Is there like a specific game you're hoping to play sometime this year?
See you in 5 minutes.
I don't know. Just anything VR. I want to be able to get the new GPU and just play a VR. I want to play like Half-Life Alyx or Boneworks. Like, those would be great streams. All right, I've given up on the commercials. I've got a better idea.
Okay. Well, so both of you already know, but it should be arriving.
There we go. There we go. All right. Well, so I need to open up Photoshop so I can put Chloe back in. Hold on.
So the two of you already know. Might as well mention it. So like, I
am jealous.
2 big goals for this year.
Yeah.
Literally just 2. I usually have like a set of goals that are reasonably achievable. And because of how last year went, at least those two goals kind of bled into this year. And my two goals, as opposed to like the 4 or 5 I had last year, are literally just build a new computer and hopefully start hormone replacement therapy before my birthday in April.
Yeah.
Those are literally my two goals for the year.
You're gonna beat me in two things.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna beat your ass on core retreats. So the computer thing, I wasn't expecting to have access, like, to be even able to buy a new graphics card
because
August,
the funnies
at the earliest.
Yeah,
because the funny people.
but you're lucky.
So because of a friend of a friend, I not only am I getting a new graphics card, it should be hopefully arriving safely this Friday. I'm getting a fucking 3090 Founders Edition.
Yeah, and you deserve it, but fucking Christ, I hate you. Like, I am so jealous of that. You're able to get a 3090 at actual, like, retail price.
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting you're not getting robbed by fucking crypto idiots because they think that generating a fake currency is more valuable than the planet.
Yeah. Oh my god. And you're right, I did, this is one of those times where I'm like, yes, I did in fact earn it. I fucking worked for this.
Yeah, you did. But also, fuck. I also need one.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like, when I realized, like, holy shit, I'm getting a fucking 3090, I was thinking to myself, like, should I just, like, after I build the computer, should I just, like, go all in, even get a VR headset?
That'd be fun.
It could be.
I mean, in the new place, you would probably have the space for it.
Oh, guaranteed I'd have the space for it.
Yeah, and when I, in 4 years' time, eventually be able to get my new graphics card, we can play VR together.
It won't. I promise you, it won't be 4 years. I promise you.
Won't be this year.
But
won't be.
But so, to me.
Okay, how much did you pay for the 3090?
With the shipping and insurance to protect it. $1,700 some odd dollars.
Because I might try and save until the end of the year, and also my wink wink nudge nudge top right corner of the screen to ask you if you can ask your friend to also hold back a 3090 to see if I can buy one of those, and if they can't get one, a 3080 would be anything.
That's totally understandable.
Yeah,
that's totally understandable, neighbor. So with
crypto farming, see, but that's the thing. It wouldn't be as much of a shortage if there weren't people buying hundreds of graphics cards for mining a fake currency. If they weren't doing that, this wouldn't be a problem.
I understand the point being made, but it also can't be ignored that the crypto farmers are also just being jackasses by being like, haha, regular people, I'm gonna buy this just so you can't, so that I can use it.
If that wasn't an issue, there would be hundreds more graphics cards on the market, so it wouldn't be an issue.
It's a compiling problem. A problem stacked on top of another.
NPPs in China. No, they usually just use bots to buy them as soon as they become available in all of the retailers.
But yeah, so honestly, I can try. I probably can't guarantee I can get you a 3090, but I could try to help you get a
to farm crypto.
3060
No, I've
or
seen videos of people with farms in places in LA and shit, and it's just it's straight up just gaming graphics cards that they've just bought. Like, because you can see them with like all of the RGB or whatever the fuck else on it, and it's like, it's like fucking. I mean, yeah, exactly. But like, you can tell like they're not like just factory like built for whatever the fuck. And it's just like you clearly bought this from like eBay Power. Or like Newegg, and you're just like, man, fuck you.
So,
Solution magnets. Solution sledgehammer. Lockpick. Big bag. I don't want to destroy the graphics cards. I want to use them.
Yeah.
Because that would just keep the issue of like barely any graphics cards being in like market. I want to steal them. Fuck. If I could break into a crypto farm and steal all of the graphics cards, I would sell them for so much cheaper than retail price.
Yeah.
Cuz like I didn't pay for them. I didn't like I don't care about profiting off of it. I just want people, and I would go through like I would make sure to verify that people are buying it for gaming. Like, like if I see you buying it, if I can tell like one person, like I would IP log people, like, and make sure one address is only buying like a maximum of 2.
Yeah. So my question to you is like, if God willing, you want 39 for $50. Yes, I do.
I would do it. I would sell 3090s for like $150.
So, with all that in mind, like, if it came to pass that I helped you manage to get some kind of new graphics card, like, would you be okay if it wasn't a 3090? Like, let's say it's a 3060 or a 3070.
I think I would be minimum 3070.
Okay.
Because at this point, like, we've kind of reached a point with technology that, like, we can't really push the limitations of graphics cards more than we already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most we could do at this point is, like, crank it so that the cards are much more efficient when it comes to stuff like dynamic lighting and all that other jazz. But even then, it's like, we would have to drastically increase the size of PC cases, both to fit the other bricks that are graphics cards these days, as well as like other parts to it as well.
There you go, Chloe.
Oh, and I mean,
there you go. There you go.
I love that version.
Without literally melting the chipset. Yeah, because like, I remember learning about it. I don't remember who I was talking. I think it was you, Defang. I was talking about it before. Like, I learned in one of my old like IT classes, like, we've kind of gotten to a point where we can't make the technology smaller.
Yeah.
Because with like CPUs and stuff, like, it's gotten to a point where if we make it any smaller, it won't work because the data will literally pass through atoms and shit, and it's just be ineffective. I also forgot to add your name to here. And I'm gonna big brain it and write our names in the order of how they're showing up in the UI thing. Because that'll make it easier to tell who's who. The little Discord thing. So it's Defan, Chloe, then me. Because that's how it shows up on the top left thing.
I like how you see this one tweet of
as of right now, I literally cannot minute like quantum tunneling fucking with it. Yeah, that's it. It's been like 6 years maybe since I was in that class, so I don't remember a lot.
There's a fucking tweet here of a guy that I assume is working for NVIDIA showcasing the RTX 3090 Ti, and someone replies with, "Incredible marketing stunt by NVIDIA, showing the full production supply of the RTX 3090 Ti in this one photo." Just
what?
the one.
Yeah.
Just the one.
I don't remember.
That's all you guys get. First come, first serve.
Yep.
One. And it'll be used to create an image of a monkey.
Whoa.
You know, speaking of quantum tunneling, since Mavi brought it up, I looked, I want to say a few months back, into the logistics in regards to quantum computers, and it's not so much that these kind of computers would work faster; they would just work differently.
Yeah.
Like,
Dead wife monkey. Don't remind me. I hate that they're lawyers. Like that. Like, if I am like on trial for a crime that I didn't commit, and that man is my lawyer, I would rather go to jail. Like, I will just walk in and say I did it, and just go to jail. Like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, Your Honor, look at this man. Send me to prison. Quantum Outer Wilds is a great game.
What the hell, man? Quantum Outer Wilds is a great game.
Like, this man is a worse criminal than I am. They were lawyers? Yes, they were both lawyers.
I will also agree that Outer Wilds is also a great game, but it's not for me.
I've never played it. I don't know anything about it. I just remember Richter played it a lot.
Space exploration, a lot of
the dead monkey thing was a joke. It was not. It wasn't a joke. It was 100% genuine. It is actually like serious.
That's a disturbing part.
I know. Oh no is the correct response. These people need to be locked up in an asylum. All in one asylum. They're not allowed to waste the rest of the asylum space. Just put every single one of them into a single like insane asylum padded cell. And just,
do you remember when the photos, like, it was a bunch of crypto bros that were all on a cruise together?
They all look exactly the same.
They all look exactly the same. It's like, wow, you guys really
real life NFTs. Yeah.
Now there's a thing I saw earlier that
You got this, Mava. Yeah. Can't make this work. You got this. You'll find out a way to say it without Twitch suspending you. If sure, can't wait to spend more than normal families can earn in a year on a monkey with a different color palette. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
This fucking tweet I found was like, so it's basically saying what we already know, that crypto bros being fucking retarded for quote unquote inventing worse things of shit that already exists.
Worse versions of things that exist. Like, wow, you have created a PDF.
Yeah, bro, those are just PDFs. Oh, what about
good?
What about literature and the metaverse going hand in hand? I imagine writers collaborating with artists for immersive experiences we never thought of before. That's a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's true, neighbor. If you buy an NFT thinking it's an investment and then get scammed, yeah, that is on you.
If you go homeless because of an NFT, you fucking deserve it. I hope you freeze. Like, genuinely.
One other thing I want to just casually ask, since you had taken a break since before Christmas, how did Christmas go?
It was okay.
Unfortunately, on my end,
not much. Barely anything happened, but I'm fine with that. I don't like doing, like, even for my birthday, I'm just like, cool, thanks, bye bye. I don't like doing big things. I don't know. I'd rather just spend time with people, which is what I did.
See the amount of anti-RSX. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just very loud.
Yeah. Also, OpenSea straight up allows people to steal art and make money off of it, because I remember a while ago they made a change to their terms and conditions where if you want to report someone for stealing your art for an NFT, you have to give them so much personal information. You have to essentially dox yourself to the person who is stealing your art to promote off of it, even though they don't have to put any personal information to sell that art. You have to give more information to report theft than the thief has to give, which is fucking stupid. There's a picture of a tweet where a crypto got hacked and lost all their monkeys, and someone's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." Oh no, I remember seeing that where everyone was replying like, "Hey man, you should change your profile picture. You don't own that anymore. Hey man, I just bought this picture. Can you change it? Can you?" It's like, oh god, they fucking deserve it so hard.
Well, what always disturbs
they all know. Yeah, so many of them, like, they know they're lying because they're profiting off of it. So, like, of course they're gonna lie. Because it is, yeah.
The disturbing part to me is like how many like corporate entities have started jumping on the NFT bandwagon. Like, oh, guys, this is our get rich quick scheme.
The one that made me laugh was Ubisoft, because no one fell for it.
Yeah.
Like, I think there were like 13 purchases. Like, like, and then they realized it was a very small number.
I would say one I found was funny was the shit with fucking Square Enix, but that's more sad than anything.
That's also predictable. Like, honestly, Square Enix fell off. Like, they made Just Cause 2 and then it just went downhill. It's just not wait, did they develop Just Cause 2 or were they like they were publishers? Yeah. They published Just Cause 2 and then it went downhill.
You know,
like they went to Life is Strange, they went to Life is Strange 2, the other one. They
No, it ain't.
Yeah, I love the newest Life is Strange. How they make women out to be this powerful. This main character is this superhuman with the never before seen power of empathy. Like, oh, they're feeling. I can feel their feelings. Oh, I'm so unique. Please relate to me. No.
And it's not like the episode 2 was any better because, like, the two brothers, like, both of them were fucking dumbasses.
I don't know shit about Life is Strange other than Mark English's playthroughs of the games. Which, by the way, if you don't know them, subscribe to Mark English on YouTube. Mark After Dark. They are fucking funny.
All I can say, like, with Life is Strange, is like, yeah, I'm an empath too, and you don't see me writing a story about it.
Oh, that's another thing that I was reminded of earlier today. I saw a thing about Keanu Reeves. God bless his.
Oh my God.
God bless that man. Him. He is a perfect human being. He donated 70% of the earnings that he got from the new Matrix movie to cancer research charities.
Yeah.
And so many people in the replies were like, "Oh, he's obviously doing this for profit." There's like, "Oh, there has to be some reason behind this," because people on Twitter are so blinded by virtue signaling that when someone actually does something good, their brain refuses to let them believe that it was actually in good heart, and everyone's just like, "Oh, clearly it's for some ulterior motive," and like, no, maybe
the guy who said we get it, he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
roll emoji.
And like, maybe the ulterior motive, quote unquote, is that his sister has cancer, so he has a personal connection to wanting to fix that. You know? Maybe it's because it's a bad thing, and him being a good person wants to stop the bad thing. It's projection. It's virtue signaling. I mean, no, that's what I mean. They're so used to virtue signaling that anytime they see someone do something nice, they think that it's fake. They think that it's, like, not genuine. Like, they've been so fucking plagued by that mindset. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually want to get back to Square Enix.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm babbling.
No, I just want to mention because like Square Enix as a publisher, this is something a lot of people don't know. So we know that Crystal Dynamics, they're developers behind the Tomb Raider franchise.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and
I haven't paid attention.
Square Enix bought Crystal Dynamics most specifically so that they would just own Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
But the thing that Crystal Dynamics also developed was Gex.
Yeah.
So Square Enix owns Gex, meaning...
I don't want to see a Gex NFT. Don't say that. I know you're gonna say it.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Good. Okay. I was gonna say I don't want to see that. No.
I was gonna say that when are we gonna see the crossover of Gex and Final Fantasy?
Oh God. I could imagine it.
I think it would be funny if NFTs were in like Gex, but as a joke.
See, no, I can imagine NFTs being in Gex, but I would be genuinely upset if I saw Gex as an NFT. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like an NFT that is literally just like the sprite from Gex 1, but they recolor it, add shitty sprites of like sunglasses and hats on it. I wouldn't be surprised if that already exists, but it pisses me off.
You're light.
Be great.
I just think it'd be a really funny summon, and then because he's in Final Fantasy, he has to show up in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh God!
And all he's doing is that he's still quoting Austin Powers.
Yeah.
So he's just annoying people. I know I've talked about it before, but I still think like there should be a new Gex game where it's like the beginning of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. He starts out fat, and then he finds out that Rez has infected the internet, and so now he has to go through the media dimension, only it's the internet, and so he's just making a bunch of outdated meme references.
Yeah. Make outdated... what? Where did it go? I've lost something. Never mind. Need to watch Austin Powers again? Yeah, I do as well.
I haven't watched Austin Powers in a little while. I will still say, first one, still the best.
Yeah, definitely 100%.
Second one still has its moments.
Third one exists.
Still has its moments. Third one, the worst, but there are a couple moments I still really like.
Yeah, like they're all great in terms of like I love watching them, but they're not all great in terms of quality.
Yeah, third is there.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, when I was
the third movie is just happy to be there.
Yeah. When I was a teenager and I saw Austin Powers Goldmember in theater, yeah, I thought it was hilarious because I was a teenager.
Yeah, that's the point.
But now, for the longest time, I actually thought the second movie, The Spy Who Shagged Me, was the best of the three. As an adult, I came to realize, no, the first is the funniest.
Yeah.
The first has just, and pardon me, I have dinner now, so I'm there's gonna be
what you got?
Talking.
What you got?
Burritos.
Ooh, sounds tasty.
You've seen them before, of course.
Yeah, but still.
Well, they look good and they do taste good, but you haven't tasted them. Anyway, I can't say anything.
Sorry, go on.
Look, I don't know. I can't just assume that you would like them based on how they look.
I probably would.
You probably would, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm not picky about food. I would probably love it.
You are not picky eater, the video game. You know, someone just like, here, have it. That's a Mega 64. That's an old Mega 64 reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't mind me. Sorry, there is background stuff going on because it sounds like the dog did something stupid again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She's fine. She probably got into the trash. You know how dogs are.
Yeah. Puppies doing the puppy things.
Yeah. What do you think would be like? What's a food that you really want to try?
I don't know.
Like maybe a foreign delicacy, as it were.
I genuinely can't think. I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. Like I don't know. Just I want to try new foods. Honestly, there is honestly just a lot of like foreign candy that I want to try. I've got a big old sweet tooth.
Yes, Maver, you can suggest something.
Yep, that's the point of a chat. You meant to chat. Throw out your brain.
I want to try new foods at my own pace because I've had like bad instances of like not so much like family like introducing more new foods to me. They're more just like constantly trying to make it try to the point of annoyance.
I gotcha.
Well, that's a link.
Totally gotcha. That's a link.
I will open it. JPEG image.
Right click and save it.
I'm confused. Okay, hold on. I see egg, bread. That looks like a beef. That looks like beef.
Can you put it in the stream?
Sausage. Hold on. How am I gonna do this? I've forgotten how OBS works. Hold on.
Is that like hot dog?
It looks like it's steak? Yeah. And then at the bottom, it looks like there's a type of cheese. Red egg, cheese, sausage. Oh, chorizo. It looks nice. Honestly, I would like that. I was gonna say, what is the sauce? Like, what type of sauce is that? Because this looks tasty, but I wouldn't want to eat it just because of how messy it would probably be. I would probably have it without the sauce, or instead of having it like cover it in sauce, I would put the sauce inside.
Or maybe
because that looks messy.
Maybe like have the sauce on the side.
Yeah.
One thing I want to have is like just
the sauce on the side.
Actual, I want to have like actual proper like udon.
Udon's nice.
You know, not like friggin' cup noodles. I just want to have like have an actual
serves one. It does look. I would probably eat that whole thing, honestly.
I don't know. There's a few like foreign delicacies I would like to try. I'd be willing to even try. I don't know. I'd be willing to try like you have those Indian vendors who are like, oh, well, here's these bugs so you can eat.
And
part of me is like, I'd give it a try just cause.
Yeah, I've had bugs before. They
are crunchy.
Yeah, the texture is more of a challenge than the taste. Like it doesn't even they don't even taste like remotely bad. It's just the texture is so like yeah. Yeah.
I know Japan has a few like weird treats like that. I know like they sell
deep fried. I'm not eating a deep fried bug. I'm eating a bug normally. I'm not gonna deep fry it like an American. Get out of here.
One of the things I remember seeing is like Japan had like they would sell these like cans of I would assume is like honey soaked bee larva.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I feel like the honey would make the texture easier to deal with.
Yeah.
Plus, of course, from what we've heard,
traditional Portuguese dish. Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Cool for it.
Yeah.
You know, we hear that like bugs have a decent amount of protein in them.
How much does it include fish? I know a lot of Portuguese dishes have fish in them, which I'm fine with. Yeah, good fish is good. Not good fish is like, man, I don't want to eat it. I don't want to touch it. An absolute fuck ton. Yeah, fish.
Let me see that. And I love fish too.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of fish, but if it's done well, then I will enjoy it. Ooh, looks nice.
I wish I had some photos of my dad's cooking when he would cook fish. He had some
Onions, strip down,
amazing
cod, and
fish.
fries. That sounds really nice.
My dad really knew, because he would catch the fish himself, so it's like, really fresh.
Fresh. Mix it with egg yolk. Ooh, cat eating cardboard. Oh no.
Free shavakadu.
Oh yeah. So anyway, talking about Square Enix and Gex. It's just a convoluted way of saying I want you to play through Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko, and I will be there for every single stream to help you through Gex 3.
Alright, I'm kind of getting distracted and looking at audio interfaces now, so
yeah, so the audio interface, so I got an audio interface for Christmas.
Lucky.
I forgot to mention this. Like, I got the new microphone, and I got this Focusrite audio interface for Christmas, and yeah, it's my Sennheiser headphones also plug into it, and yeah, it's really helped. It's really helped me sound better, and it's also just helped in general, like, excuse me, it's helped everything just even sound better. I love Detroit Become Gek. I would love to play that game. You gotta guide Gex around and teach him what it means to not quote Austin Powers.
There's the same one you got, but I'm broke, and that's like £100.
Yeah, it was like $120, something like $125. That's how much mine costed.
Yeah. I'd probably end up getting that, but again, I'm fucking broke.
I imagine Detroit Become Gex would honestly have better world building than Become Human, because I just forgot that guy's name, the director of
David Cage.
Games, but David Cage. He's
a human being, I think.
He's a human being who he really, really wants to write a movie.
But he's terrible in it.
Oh yeah.
To give the game some credit, though, it does have its moments in being like a good bit of media, but it drops the ball quite a number of times.
Well, my favorite thing about what is it? Indigo Prophecy in the UK,
David
Fahrenheit. Fen, did you ever play Fahrenheit?
I have never heard of that. I don't know what you're on about.
In the US, it's called Indigo Prophecy.
I still have no idea what you're on about.
It was the first Quantic Dream game.
Waste of an absolutely atrocious story and even worse world building. Yeah.
So, Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy.
My favorite mechanic: QuickTime events.
There's a moment like, excuse me. The funny part is, that game is probably the most like a game out of all of them. Whereas everything after is a weird quote unquote interactive movie experience.
Yeah.
And So at the end of Indigo Prophecy, like, for most of that game, I was along for the ride, and I was like, okay, I kind of like what this is doing. It's different, but I like it. And it also probably has the most cohesive story out of all of them. Again, up until the end.
Yeah.
Where at the end, the main character and I guess the main villain basically become Super Saiyans. They literally just start having a Dragon Ball Z battle, and it's like
cool. It's fucking so stupid. Right, I love that.
I forgot about Omicron.
Huh.
I haven't played it. I've never seen anything of it. I keep forgetting it exists.
Speaking of Omicron, guess what my mom has?
Oh no.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, good news. She went to the doctors today to get surgery done to remove a tumor out of her cooch, and that went well. But my dad came back saying, "Hey, your mom's got COVID," and I'm like, "Oh."
Oh god, that's terrible timing. Like,
yeah.
It's like, yay, the tumor's removed. Oh, now we have another issue. I hope she recovers though.
I am going to try to avoid her as much as I can, so I don't catch it.
Yeah, it's not out of hatred, it's out of necessity.
It's like, I don't mean to be like this, but I wouldn't say you brought this upon yourself, because anything could have happened to bring this upon you, but I'm still avoiding.
Yeah. It's not your fault, but for health reasons.
Bye.
Yeah. Stream decks are a lot cheaper than I thought they would be.
Go ahead, Maver. I don't.
Stories can provide. Yeah, don't worry. We don't give a shit. We're not gonna play it.
And if anything, I'd probably forget what the spoilers are anyway.
Just like I'll forget the story as soon as I finish playing it.
It's just like, not even a day later, you're just like, what the fuck was that game about?
Yeah.
It's in a case of like, actually, aside from those games, has there ever been a game you've played that just felt like a fever dream?
I don't know. There are definitely some, but again, I can't remember them. Are you the story of Detroit? 28 stab wounds. That's all I know. It's all I know. Wake up, Lieutenant. All I know is fucking what's his name from the android sent by Cyberlife. I only know him because the actor for that guy is a great person.
All I know is that it involves androids that are so lifelike and human that they practically are at this point. It's just I think they're not quite fully human.
No, they're like androids. Yeah.
Yeah. But
essentially like Dragon Ball-esque androids where like you could easily like mistake them for a human.
Android made TM running away with a human girl from an abusive home, TM. And the entire plot thread is basically
the AI become like real human.
The android girl like, you're not my child, but I take care of you. I am mom now.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember that bit.
Love?
Pretty much the main three characters, woman, white man, black man, they essentially go through the character arc, quote unquote, of becoming sentient.
I think the guy that I watched that reviewed that game extensively.
I think I watched Jacksepticeye play it. Because I remember.
Said that between the three of them, the white guy that's with like the police detective had like the best kind of character dynamic.
Yeah. Like, I think it's hard. Like, I remember that I watched Jacksepticeye play it because I don't remember the story of the game, but I remember that while Jacksepticeye was playing it on episode 2 or 3, he had a recording issue where the frame rate of the game is locked at 50, but he records his stuff at 60 FPS, so the audio was desynced in the video and ended up being horribly out of place towards the end of it. I remember that more than the actual story of the game. Human girl was actually an android girl all along. Dun dun dun. Wow. Plot twist. Wow.
I need to do it properly and go, wow.
Dump it for a cheap plot twist. Yeah.
I also got a little deep in thought thinking of like games that were kind of a fever dream for me. And
yeah.
I have to say at least 2 games that in a way were kind of a fever dream. And I just barely remember playing them.
Yeah.
They're both on the PS1.
Of course.
Of course, as they would be. So two names that I barely remember. That they were
Robot Jesus.
Fever Dream. Actually, there's a few games that kind of feel like a fever dream because some of them were on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
There's a Super Nintendo game called Porky's Nightmare.
I
know that one. Yeah.
I think I remember that.
I remember renting it from Blockbuster once, and
I'm gonna look that up.
I can't remember anything about it.
I remember that game because I actually owned that game on my Super Nintendo, and I played that one a lot.
No, these are like cartoons. These aren't. Is it Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday?
Oh, that might be it.
Because I'm searching Nightmare, and that's what comes up. Porky's Nightmare is an episode from the cartoon, apparently.
Fun fact: one of the stages you go through in that game is a legit episode, which was the fucking Bonkers Land, or I don't know the actual name of it, but it's like the fucking like batshit insane one. Is like that is an actual episode.
Huh.
There was also this like Sylvester and Tweety game that I remember my brother and I renting as well. I forget what it's called. But the goal of it is basically you just play as Sylvester and you're trying to catch Tweety. That's it.
Yeah.
And I barely remember it because there's a dedicated button where Sylvester pulls out his binoculars and it's basically meant to help you track where Tweety is, and he always says, "Hello, breakfast."
Beautiful.
Breakfast?
Yeah, like that. And
I thought you say it like that, you sound like Mr. Dink. Hello, Douglas.
Hello there, Douglas. Yes, I even have his laugh down. Oh my god.
See, I'm a lot younger than you guys, so I don't have memories of like those type of like those era of games. I think I mostly had like PS2, Nintendo Wii era of things where like stuff kind of died down around that age. So there aren't a lot of like fever dream games. Just that there are some WiiWare titles that are like, the fuck were they even like, what drugs were they doing when they made this? But that's more of a just, this is a bad game and not just this is a fever dream.
There's one game that was, I want to say, kind of that in-between era of like PS1 and 64
there's obviously
games.
A Stretch Panic, which I like even before I streamed it. I had played it originally. It's called Freak Out over here, and like I remember like as a kid playing that, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? What? Because I obviously as a kid I never beat it because there's like. Obviously, I needed a walkthrough to figure out how to beat it, like last month. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. You go into the levels. Some of them have women with sphere boobs, and some of them have cool designed bosses. And so, and it's just like I remember, like obviously I didn't remember shit about it because it's so crazy that I was just like, what? But like. That game always stuck with me of like one of those games of like, why, when, and what did I do with this game? Like, what did this game do to me?
The game I was talking about, it was on the Sega Dreamcast, and I experienced this game from watching someone else play it. And when I first experienced it, I'm just like, what the fuck did I witness? And that game is Illbleed.
Illbleed?
Yes,
I feel like I should know that. Like I know that name, but this game, yeah, the game that like kind of has the sanity like mechanic where like if it goes lower, if it like goes low, then it'll like pretend to fuck with your TV and like change things. I remember this.
Yeah. it's a quote-unquote horror game.
Yeah.
And I say that with big quotations.
It's a goofy horror game. It's kind of like a wacky campy horror game.
Could you spell the name of the game?
It's just the two words, ill bleed.
It's ILL and then bleed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is really confusing if you capitalize the I, because then it just looks like 3 L's.
Like, yee bleed.
Bleed.
Yeah, it's either 3 L's or 3 capital I's. It's 3 bleed. 3.
I dragged Sky Sage and Fuzz through that series, and all of them at the end were just like, Chloe, what did you make us watch? I feel like I need to bleach my brain.
Yeah. There was another game that I was going to think of, but I can't remember it now.
The only thing that is near and dear to my heart when it comes to that game is just fucking Cork going, "Sexy doll!" And of course... go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because you have
I was just going to say, and Zodic the Hellhog.
Huh. So for me, a couple games that stand out in particular as kind of feeling like a fever dream. Again, both were on the PS2. One of them I more remember my cousin Rob playing it.
Yeah.
But I know I played it like a little. And that was a game called Rascal.
That sounds familiar.
I will pull that game up real quick and post a screenshot of it.
Gameplay. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I remember it sucking.
Yeah, it's not very.
Because this was made by the same people who made that that firefighter game, right?
Which one?
I don't remember.
But yeah, Roscoe
McQueen.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure that's made by the same people. The gameplay at least looks very similar, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Also, I will be right back. I'm gonna make some food and get the groceries that are outside.
Sure.
Okay.
So the other game that
Hold on, I'll put this one here as well.
The other
That's
game
the link. That's not
I'm
what I want.
of
Copy image.
That again, I have more memories of playing it because my brother and I rented it from Blockbuster, and I remember I don't think I've ever seen this.
Looking at the covers, I don't think it is, but the gameplay is very similar because I notice on the cover for Rascals, what's the fucking company name? I can see the logo. I don't remember.
Traveler's Tales?
No, the owl one. Psygnosis.
Oh yeah.
I've played a few games with that logo.
So the other game that was kind of a fever dream for me was Skull Monkeys.
Oh, Skull Monkeys.
Skull Monkeys is, as I found out later in life, because I had never played the first game.
Huh? Oh, I recognize this.
Skull Monkeys is the sequel to a PC point-and-click adventure game called The Neverhood, which The Neverhood was noteworthy for being basically entirely stop-motion animation.
Yeah.
But Skull Monkeys, yeah, it was the sequel to that, and it was a 2D side-scrolling platformer instead of a point-and-click adventure game. And I don't even remember what brought my brother and I to want to rent it. I think it was just the name because it seemed weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to say I at least got past the second level.
Hmm.
And then I guess it kind of just got too weird for me, which makes sense because the second boss in that game is basically it's like the head of presumably one of the developers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure, isn't it just like a real picture of some dude's face?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's got little arms and legs attached to him.
That's great.
But yeah, Skull Monkey, like, it was much later in life that I found out, like, wait, that game was real? And then that it's a sequel to The Neverhood. And I was like, what is The Neverhood? I still have never played it. Never played The Neverhood. But, yeah,
I'm gonna look that up.
I think 2022 should be a year where you just start, where you stream, like, I guess, somewhat obscure PS1 games. Like, I don't know, like, I think just stream games like Skull Monkeys just so you can, you know, broaden your horizons of games you've played and be like, well, that was weird. All right, on to the next one.
Yeah, on to Mario 64 again.
Back to Mario 64.
I wonder how many times. I wonder how many times I've streamed Mario 64. It's definitely like I've definitely beaten Mario 64 like at least 5 times on stream. Just because it used to be like my default go-to game when I just couldn't think of what to play. Wahoo, yippee!
Yahoo! Yeah!
Rah! Yeah!
You should play the modded version that's like close to the beta. Yeah!
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah!
No!
Just no. Like a good like April Fool's Day joke where you're just like, look, you're just play Sunless. What's Sunless Sea? I don't know that game.
See? That's another thing. A lot of these things are like, it's something I've heard of, but I can't think of like anything about it. Like I've probably just heard that it's on Steam apparently.
This game.
Don't play the video. This, I gotta be honest, this doesn't look like a game that would interest me.
I remember seeing this.
This doesn't look interesting to me, I'll be honest.
I don't think it would be your type of game, to be honest.
No. I do love how the game looks, but I definitely wouldn't, like, I wouldn't complete this game. Deep lore, yeah, games that are like that, honestly, I couldn't care less about, which is ironic, seeing as I have recently gotten back into a Five Nights at Freddy's kick, thanks to Security Breach.
Are you ever gonna stream a speedrun of Security Breach?
Oh, that would be funny, but also my copy of the game is acquired, so I don't think I would be allowed to. I don't think never had deep lore. I mean, not really, but it's one of those games where like people always scream at you about Scott Cawthon didn't make it up. The fans made it up. Half of the time, Scott Cawthon was like, "What are you guys talking about? Yeah, sure, it's canon now, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah." Like, the dude started off making Bible games. Like, yeah, like, honestly, respect to the guy. Like, he, like, as much as the format, to me, got boring after, like, the third game, alright, Richter is critical now. Like, the games, they're well-made horror. Like, even though woohoo, haha, funny jump scare, they are well-made horror games aside from the jump scares. Like, the settings that they're in are really good. Has died like 14 times. That's funny. If you count Ultimate Custom Night, it's infinity times. I should stream Ultimate Custom Night. I'd be fucking terrible at it. Like, I've never actually played an original Five Nights at Freddy's game other than the first one. Yeah. And even that I sucked at, because I'm not good at multitasking. My brain just short circuits. Like, your camera's door. Fuck, dead.
So the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria Sim thing is free on Steam.
Yeah, Pizzeria Simulator and Ultimate Custom Night are both free on Steam. Pizzeria Simulator is a funny one because you can play that game without like any threat. Yeah, because it has like after each night there's this salvage thing that you do where like you quote unquote you just pick up a random fucked up animatronic from the trash outside, and then you salvage it, which is essentially bringing it into your pizzeria for money. But you can just throw it away. Like, you get the choice to just throw the animatronic out. And if you do that, they don't go into the pizzeria. So you can go the full week just not like having to worry about animatronics.
Huh.
Yeah, and also it includes Helpy, who is my favorite animatronic of every single game. He's just this tiny little version of a Funtime Freddy who just gives you like tax advice and helps you sort out your lawsuits, and then you break his spine.
That was very nice.
And but he's great. Little dude makes me laugh. I love him. He'll always be back.
Yeah, for as much poop as we might give to like the Fun Nights at Freddy's games, like there is kind of there's a weird charm to them.
I like the games. Like, the games have great charm. The settings are all pretty much all like well done. It's the community that I hate.
Yeah.
Like most games. Like you failed to pay your taxes. Yeah. Don't worry, Helpy will do that for you.
Now, if only we had a little Helpy IRL, just like, I don't want to do my taxes. Helpy shows up.
Can Helpy help me with not being thrown away by the algorithm on Twitch? Can Helpy get me clout?
Please help me.
Hold on, let me get a little. Hold on. Let me put a little gif of Helpy in the corner.
Okay.
Animated gif. I want the one of him dancing. No, that's a default dance. I can already tell that. Is there one of like all of the dances put together? I want that one.
I always forget, Fen, like, what kind of in the U.S. tax service lobby? Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. I'm not a U.S. citizen, and also I don't pay taxes because I don't make enough money to pay taxes. I mean, technically I do, because Patreon and Twitch take taxes out of my money before I get it anyway. Which is dumb because I'm not a US citizen, but I pay US tax. But I'm not gonna question it.
Yeah. Shoot, I forgot what I was about to say. So I always forget, like, because to be perfectly honest, I can never get a good read on like what kind of games, like what kind of genre you particularly enjoy most.
I don't know. It's all over the place.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, we streamed it. Oh, there he is. He's dead. Yeah. Look at him go. Look at a little helper.
Yeah. There he goes.
There's two friends dancing. One's in the TV, the other's cheering them on from outside.
I didn't even make that connection.
I notice these kinds of things.
Yeah, but my brain is small. Oh, don't put it in the folder. God.
I forget. Have you streamed No More Heroes yet?
Nope. I was meant to. Whoops, he's behind the TV. I miss Anthem was fun. I do miss that game.
Small flat Brian.
Yeah.
It's not Brian, it's Brian.
Brian is very flat.
I'm going to call Helpy Brian.
Oh. Schmoy no winkles. Very smooth, Wayne.
be able to stream. That I'd like to see you stream No More Heroes this year.
I should at some point, but it's on my Switch, and I just really can't be bothered to say. I haven't touched my Switch. Like, it's probably covered in dust behind my monitor. I haven't touched I haven't touched it in so long. I just don't have any motivation for it. I just
dust it off.
Like, remember when I said I would reset my Animal Crossing island for the new update? Haven't touched it since the update. Haven't.
I still haven't gotten Brewster on my island.
Yeah, I didn't even get to that point.
I basically talked to Tom Nook, and I was just like, okay, what do I do? And then I was like, all right, I'll worry about it later. And later hasn't come yet.
Covered in dust and empty. I miss my motivation for that type of stuff. Like, for 3 games, I played Animal Crossing every single day without fail. And then pretty much once this one came out, like a couple months after this one came out, I just lost the motivation for it. I just
burnt out.
Yeah, not even burnt out. It got boring. Honestly, I prefer the older ones over New Horizons. Like City Folk is easily my favorite one because I think I spent the most time in that one. And honestly, I went back and played the other ones, like the 64/GameCube one. The Wild World was my first one, and then obviously whatever else. Yeah.
I don't even remember what drew me to Animal Crossing on the GameCube. I want to say it's just the commercials.
Probably the ones where they're all just being pieces of shit to each other.
Yeah. They're all dressed up in those costumes. And yeah, I don't know.
Great for like a month. Yeah, that's the problem with New Horizons. You play it for a couple months and it's like, well, what do I do now? What? There's either too much to do or there's nothing to do. Whereas like with the other ones, there's kind of a constant like amount, like a freedom of things that you can do with little sprinkles of like extra stuff thrown in every once in a while. So it's like you don't get overwhelmed, but you also don't get bored, which I loved about the older games, especially City and Wild World.
I think that's like the big problem with New Horizons is that it came out with too little to do as opposed to the previous Animal Crossing games.
Started off with barely anything to do, and then as a panic, they're throwing in so much. Nope.
Sorry, Victor.
Yeah. Ah, God, my back. Yeah. I miss those games. Should find more like DS games to play. That'd be fun.
There is one DS game that like it's last I checked, it's getting a re-release on the Switch, which I'm glad for. I want to say it's called
Mud.
Okay, yeah, that's the one. It's called Monster Tale. And I have it on the DS. It is a genuinely really good game.
Speaking of, I haven't touched my DS in fucking forever as well. It's right here under my second monitor, but I haven't even touched it in like over a year. It's also homebrewed, so I have it so it has the Windows XP startup.
Nice.
Oh god. Okay. Also, I'm gonna BRB because I gotta pee really bad. So
go ahead.
You can tell everyone about the
So Monster Tale was a very cool DS game. I need to remember who the developers were. Let me go on Wikipedia real quick. The developers were Dream Rift, who Dream Rift later on would go on to develop the they would develop the Epic Mickey DS game, which was like, from what I understand, better than Epic Mickey 2. But no, Monster Tale really good. It was another like 2D platformer, kind of a Metroidvania. How do it's almost like I want to say it's like Metroidvania meets Tamagotchi, where you are raising this little monster creature, and as the game goes along and you give it like you feed it more stuff, it becomes bigger and bigger and the stronger, and then after certain boss fights, just like in Metroid, you get powers that help you open up new ways. So you can explore more, blah blah blah, and it's really fun. I'm glad that more people are going to be able to play Monster Tale because it is getting a remake on the Switch, unless it's already out. I'm going to look that up real quick. I know it was announced last year and I was super excited. It says that it was announced to come out last year. I don't know if it actually did. I will do a quick look. But I honestly highly suggest that you take a look at Monster Tale. If you, like, even just use an emulator to play the game, it's a very good DS game, and it was heavily overlooked because part of the reason it was overlooked was because it came out late in the DS's life. Like the 3DS was basically very much a thing by the time it came out. Released by Majesco in 2011. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see, Monster Hunter Ultimate. Apparently, there was a 3DS remake announced in Nintendo Force Issue 14, but that clearly never came to be. But I'm really hoping that this Switch remake doesn't get canceled. Yeah, sprite work is also fantastic in Monster Tale. Can't say enough good things about it. If you want a good, different kind of Metroidvania, the cute art style, and again, you have the whole monster raising aspect of it. Very good game. Definitely recommend it. Solid, I'll say 8 out of 10. If I had to give it some kind of ranking, I'd say an 8 out of 10. I'm suddenly a game reviewer. Hi. I'm very bad at this. So instead, we're just going to review Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. 8 out of 10 crossover. I feel like the one big thing where they dropped the ball is that they didn't do enough with the villains that got infected with the mutagen. Other than that, very fun crossover. This is where I watch my parents die, Raphael.
Hello.
Hello.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
I kept it busy for you.
Yeah, you did a better job than I probably would.
You know, it's a lot easier for me when I have someone to bounce off of.
Yeah, same. I'm bad at speaking.
Now that I've mentioned the Batman Ninja Turtles crossover,
oh god,
which great crossover. What's like a good? What would you want to see crossover? And you can't say I don't know because there's got to be something that you had
I'm
thought
thinking.
about maybe as a joke before.
I'm thinking. I can't think of anything that I would actually want to see.
Maybe just something that'd be funny.
Anything in Fortnite. Because it's funny, but it's also worryingly possible. Whatever I could think of.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
I had something in the back of my mind, but now I can't remember it.
My brother and I thought of a really funny crossover idea years ago that, like, when we started talking about it to each other, it really started to make sense. And it was the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Of course I do.
Imagine here's the pitch.
Uh-huh.
The gang gets Pokemon.
Oh. Go on.
That's pretty much the pitch. But it's like, Pokemon are suddenly real in the world of It's Always Sunny. You know, we won't explain it, but they're just there, and even the gang are confused by it, but they all get their own. They all get their own Pokemon. I imagine that Mac gets a. I want to say he gets like a Machop. You know, he gets a strong little guy. And he's like, look at this little dude. I love this guy.
Frank would get like a Rattata, and he would abuse it.
No. Okay. So I was saying to him before, like Dee would get like she'd get a Meowth, and she'd be like, oh, I love this. It's all sassy. And, you know, it obviously becomes a Persian or whatever, and she just isn't able to control it once it becomes a Persia. I'm trying to remember what the others would get. The two big ones I remember the most is that Charlie would get a Why Not. And because Why Not just says, why not? Charlie would just see that as, like, Charlie thinks that it's actually just talking to him. No, I've got one even
and
better.
And you would get Pikachu?
I've got one even better for Frank. So, yeah, he gets a Why Not, and he'd be like, hey, why, you want to go out for some ice cream? Why not? Yeah, why not? I love this guy. It makes total sense to their characters.
He would eventually start, like, saying horrible things. Like, oh god, I'm really struggling for money. I don't know what to do. Would it be bad if I robbed that old lady's purse? Why not? Why?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Okay, if you say so.
We joked that, like, by the end of it, it becomes a Wobbuffet, and, you know, it's saying Wobbuffet, and he's like, what the hell is this?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean? And, you know, it's like, Wobbuffet. Yeah, and I know, I'm clear with that. Come on, what? Go back to the old times, you know? Why not? and meanwhile, Frank would get a Trubbish.
I knew you were gonna say that. It was coming from a mile away, and I knew it. I knew it.
But it's funny. He would get a Trubbish, and he would just look at it and be like, "What the hell is this?"
Trying to audition for Team Rocket.
No,
there would be an actual Team Rocket trying to steal their Pokemon, but when Team Rocket, like, sees them, they're like, oh, they are so much worse than we are. Let's get out of here. Let's get. Oh.
But by the end of, you know, basically, like, at first he's just like, what the
and
hell
then
is
and then
this
at the
trash
end, there's like a post credits where Frank is just beating the shit out of a kid that looks like Ash.
Oh, I was thinking, like, with his Trubbish, he starts learning, like, you know, the Trubbish is just eating his garbage around the house, and he's like, I love this little guy. He cleans up the place. And then it becomes a Garbodor, and he's like, oh, no, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, God. And then by the end, like, with Mac and the Machop, it's like, you know, becomes Machamp by the end. And it's just, he's just got, he just looks up and is like, oh, what's this? So you got 2 more arms? Huh? Because you just want to double flex on me? I see how it is. So it's just, no one gets a good end.
The trash.
Of course he would name. Of course he'd name it the Trash Man.
No, he'd call it Lil Trashy.
So when I played Pokemon Black and I found out about Trubbish, of course I caught one and I named it Frank.
Of course.
And he became one of my main Pokemon on my team because I'm like, I love this creature. I love this trash creature. So yeah, that to me would be a hilarious crossover. And no one would ever see it coming. Nintendo would want nothing to do with it, but God, it would be funny. It would be so funny to have It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with Pokemon.
Yeah. Always Sunny in Philadelphia with pretty much anything would be great.
Oh yeah, like I could see it working even with Trailer Park Boys.
Trubbish saying it's
People
unoriginal.
unoriginal.
That is like that is one of the more original designs out of the like 500 Pokemon there are. Come on. All of the other ones are just it is animal but different color. Ooh, like Trubbish is a good design.
It is. I love Trubbish. Don't ever talk bad about my Trubbish.
Don't you ever talk shit about my little trash goblin. Say, you know what? I'm bringing it back to Five Nights at Freddy's. Fuck Roxy. Roxy is a basic ass bitch. Chica is my little trash-eating goblin, and I love her. She is way better than Roxy. I don't care what anyone says. Roxy is just a rehash of every single other wolf character that exists in any kind of media. Her character is so basic and generic. Generic furbait. Exactly. Of course it works, because furries have horrible taste.
Yes, we do. I can say hands down, yes, we do.
Which is why I pride myself in having good taste over most furries.
I can't say that I have good taste. I just say that I
have better taste. I won't say my taste is be all end all, the best of the best, but I am definitely higher brow than 80% of furries.
I guess that's why we don't have like a huge amount of growth in popularity.
I was saying that's why I'm not popular, because I don't do the generic bait stuff that everyone falls for. Hell of a boss. What's her face from Hell of a Boss? Roxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. There was some other wolf woman, I can't remember her name. But again, they're all the fucking same. I don't even remember. That's the problem. They're all the fucking same.
He's still yelling. He's still going.
Yeah. A hug. Oh, don't make me think about Twitter furries. I genuinely fucking hate most of those people.
And I mean, I remember doing that. I did like my own version of the retweet if you would Podver OC give this character a hug.
Yeah.
I did like my own version where it was like I don't remember. I like changed the. I removed the.
I did a few of those as well. You did one with hug, and I remember. I think I did retweet if you would beat the shit out of this OC.
Yeah.
You beat the shit. Anti-meme. That's what I do when I see a popular trashy furry Twitter OC meme. I take the piss out of it. Because it's funny. I remember there was one of like it was like a reply to this with your honest opinion about my art, and I remade it and did don't give me your honest opinion about anything. I do not care. I do.
So, I remember it was one of like retweet if you would have sex.
Welcome back, Chloe.
Retweet if you would have sex with this OC, and then I turned it into retweet if you would hug. And people were like, yeah, I would hug. And I'm like, yes.
And I'm just like, bitch.
Sorry I was gone for so long.
That's fine.
The driver that was delivering my groceries, she was like following like GPS, but her connection cut out, so she
got
had
lost.
to go by eyeball in the middle of the night to try and find my house.
Oof, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, I like located them and like, hey, I'm over here.
Yeah.
So, Chloe, I'll go back. Here's a question that I already asked Fen. Like, what do you think would make, for you anyway, a good or like funny crossover? I mentioned mine, which is one my brother and I have thought up for years, and that's Pokemon with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah. Have you ever thought about like just a funny crossover idea?
That's a tough one. Because, like, if we're going with the fact that, like, it could be, like, a game crossed with anything, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, like, what would be, like, a funny and or, like, good combination.
And it only got brought up because I mentioned Ninja Turtles and Batman.
Didn't they have a crossover, though?
Yeah.
Yes,
It was a crossover comic.
Great.
That one meme with "This is where my parents died," or "This is where I watched my parents die." That's from the comic. It's an actual like panel.
Yeah.
Can you draw her farting?
Yeah, that was part of the original panel.
In the original panel, Raphael's not actually saying anything. He's just
he's just there
and taking it. He's taking in the point that Batman is explaining to him.
Use the vent channel.
Right. Sending virtual hugs.
Which I was.
My favorite thing about that is how it like kind of made a resurgence in Parappa the Rapper memes.
Yeah.
And like Jamalami things. It was beautiful. Sorry, go on, Chloe.
Like I was trying to answer before, but I forgot I had muted myself before I left. But
yeah.
When Defang was talking about doing the poking fun at the like, hey, mutuals respond to this post.
Yeah.
Defang, what you did was like, what you did recently was the mutuals respond to this post, but you had set the tweet so that only people
no one could,
specifically mentioned could reply to it.
Yeah. And I had no one mentioned.
Wasn't Joji able to like respond to that? Though?
I think he quote tweeted it.
Oh yeah.
What he did was he basically reposted it but tagged me so that only I could reply.
You son of a bitch.
Basically. It was like, you fucker.
I would have just not replied. Parents. Palance. Oh no.
I love that version where it's like a bunch of text bubbles.
Yeah, just everyone just palance. How do you even? You know what? I am in that meme. I understand why they're making fun of Batman for that mistake, because those letters are on like opposite sides of the keyboard. I'm like Batman, you fucked up. You fucked.
Oh god, I'm just so glad that that particular meme just like got a resurgence.
Yeah.
It's such a good one. It's like it's a genuinely good moment in the comic book.
Yeah.
But the meme version is so funny.
Speaking of memes, I think you'll enjoy what I posted, the Pog.
When?
When?
There audio in this? I don't want to.
No, it's a GIF.
It's just a GIF.
Oh well, Discord's not loading it anyway, so. Oh no, they arrive.
Going on that question, like, not so much of like what would be great together. What would be great when combined with One Piece?
Combined with One Piece, there's a lot that could work in theory.
Sea of Thieves. I think that would genuinely be a good crossover that would also make sense. Because my initial thing that came to mind was Titanfall, just because you could use Luffy's arm as a grapple hook.
Luffy doesn't need the grapple hook; he is the grapple hook.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Zoro, then a clip of like Zoro fighting against a Ronin Titan. Shantae, I could see that.
Yeah. The Straw Hat Pirates just like showing up, be like, "Whoa, what's this place? Whoa, are you a genie?"
Well, actually, I'm a half genie.
Close enough.
We haven't had actual genie once. He tried to kill my cook.
Yeah, true. Poor Sanji would start having flashbacks, but also he'd be simping all over.
Yeah. Well, how do I feel? I know.
How you?
Genie sphere, but woman hot.
On one hand, fear. On the other hand, Awooga.
On one hand, fear. On the other hand, woman.
I think Shantae's universe would be like heaven for Sanji, because considering most of the monsters aren't just women.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it also means Sanji would be fucking useless because he wouldn't attack any of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, it would be the good ending where he convinces all of the monsters to switch sides and be good, because he's just so desperate. It's just
he would he'd convince them all with his cooking.
Yeah.
But must insert the woman.
It's a Twitch.
See, every time I hear the word whammon, I just think of Relic because he uses that a lot.
Whammon, yeah. I usually think of PewDiePie because I know he used to say that a lot, but I haven't watched him in so long, so I don't know. And people are probably gonna say you that racist because he exists, but who cares? Also, actually, back to Five Nights at Freddy's, because I just remembered what I was going to talk about when I came back. I had no idea that there were Five Nights at Freddy's games on console. Like, Security Breach, obviously, that makes sense. But, like, the classic, like, survive in a room until 6 a.m. games, like, some of those are on console. How does that work?
I just imagine, like, some of the stuff you just map to, like, buttons.
Yeah, but that seems like it would be so, like, inconvenient, like, since the game is so heavily based on, like, using your mouse.
Not necessarily. Like, for instance, if you're playing, like, FNAF 1, like, you would have to move the mouse over to click the buttons to close the doors. But you could just map, like, the door button to a button on the controller.
Yeah, because I know they were funky-ass FOV, because I know Ultimate Custom Night, a lot of the things are bound to keyboard buttons now because of how much you have to do. But, like,
especially
I guess how I'm thinking about it, like, conceptually, if it was without the funky-ass FOV, it would be right stick would obviously be left and right look around, and then for the doors on the sides, it would be bumpers for the lights, triggers for the doors, and then for the camera, I would think like not the down on D. It would be like clicking on the stick, and then you would use the D-pad to look between the cameras.
Honestly, if you were having you had like a standard controller, like.
Or like with the PS4, they had the touchpad. Maybe you could use that on the camera interface.
That'd be kind of interesting, though. If it was like you touch certain parts of like the touchpad to access certain cameras, I feel like that could be a little wonky.
Yeah,
but it would be faster than just trying to cycle through all that with like the D-pad.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, I think I told you guys I attempted to do the Five Nights at Freddy's games in VR, and I fucking chickened out.
Oh, Help Wanted. Yeah, I want to play that as well when I get my new graphics card.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, when I get my new graphics card, I want to play that as well.
It's not static images on in the game, and like the.
You know, them shits like, move.
they move. They are actual models in the game. They fucking move. Coupled with like the attention to like audio details in the game.
Yeah.
I just like nope.
That as well. Like
I cannot do this.
As much as people, again, like going back to like, as much as people say like, ooh, cringy, generic jump scares, bad game. The sound design in all of the Five Nights at Freddy's games is fucking amazing. Like they do it so well. I remember what's his name? Scruffy. He's a YouTuber who does a lot of stuff about like music theory and stuff in games. He made a video about Five Nights at Freddy and how like the audio works in it, and it's like it's really well done. Like it really sets the mood of like, oh fuck, I'm dying. Oh no, stress. Shut up, fan. Shut up, man. Like, crisp as fuck. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of like the whole jump scares thing, but like the build
obviously the jump scares, obviously that's a whole like thing on its own, but like the audio and just like the way they set stuff up in it is just like, wow. My man Scott knows his sound design. They know how to set skeins. Let me.
Speaking of sound design, it reminded me of something I did. Like, Fred, did you ever?
I did
play
2
around
videos
with
on
Amnesia?
it. No, I've never played it.
Okay, one thing I did when it was relevant at the time and like very popular with the like at the start of the like. Yeah, the gamers played it. Being, oh, you're so scared.
Yeah.
I, as a joke, modified the game so that like all of or no, maybe not all of them, but a majority of the sounds of the game, as well as the music, was replaced with like stupid shit. Like some of the like background like music tracks is like replaced with like shit from SpongeBob. All your jump noises is like Mario.
Just like the big spooky man is like walking towards you and all you hear is
and like every time you solve something to get your sanity back, it's a fart.
Of course. You inhale the gas to bring your sanity back.
This actually, I'm trying to remember which one it was. I know I have it on my soundboard here. Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one.
Beautiful.
Right there. That's the sanity. That's the sound for getting your sanity back. Is that one? I wish I had saved some of the files, but at the same time, it's like it was mostly unfinished.
Yeah.
But for what I had with like a lot of the early stages, it is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. The rubber boots from that one episode of SpongeBob? I don't know what that is.
The charge of the rubber boots from he's talking about that one episode with SpongeBob where like he had those big rubber boots and they were squeaky.
Oh no, I remember that where like Mr. Krabs and Squidward were like just going insane because of the sound.
Yeah.
I think it was mostly just Mr. Krabs going insane.
Yeah.
I think like it annoyed Squidward, but nowhere near as much as it annoyed Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
And there goes Victor.
What?
He's still yelling about Halo.
Woo, Halo.
Halo.
Yeah, you know what? At some point, I should stream Help Wanted. Is that a free game or is that a paid game? It is a paid game. Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna yuck that on my wish list. Yuck it.
Or do what I do and pirate it.
No, I would never pirate games.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Totally legit acquire them with real money.
Let me just... It's not illegal. I'm just being given the game through a third-party service.
It's out there on the internet. I found it, so that means it's mine.
Yeah.
Yes. That is how it works.
Would evaporate this channel. That's if they knew.
That's if Twitch actually paid attention.
Yeah, Lamar.
They're too busy on like the girl gamer streams. Watching
yeah, I was gonna say Twitch staff is too busy beating their schmeat to the next e-girl that they're gonna put on their do not ban list.
And banning for making a Shadow the Hedgehog joke.
Yo, Shadow the Hedgehog got a gun.
We were talking about this.
Creatures.
He got his account actually banned for that.
for the Shadow the Hedgehog quote, disgusting black creatures, and his account got
Yeah,
suspended.
God, that's horrible.
It's back now, but
back.
You know,
it's still funny.
And Twitch just blamed him for it.
Yeah.
On another related joke, you know what's been... I don't think it started in 2021, but like I was reminded of another meme format that I unironically find hilarious. And that is the take any character from like any series, like anime, video game, what have you, and just like put it on that one still frame from Family Guy, and Peter going, "Holy crap, Lois! It's such and such."
Which frame from Family Guy?
The one where like they open the door and the guy's standing there.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, like here's a good example.
Holy crap, Lois! It's Scott the Wash.
Holy shit!
It's PewDiePie.
There's the crossover that no one asked for. Scott the Woz and Family Guy.
Scott the Woz on anything. Did you see the tweet of WWE making a post of like they have a guy there, I guess a commentator or whatever, called Scott something, and they made a post that started off with "Hey all, Scott here," with and I saw like Scott quote tweeted it and was like, "Excuse me, excuse."
Hey y'all, Scott here. Excuse me.
I think I retweeted it.
It's like the one thing I like just about that the Family Guy like meme in general is just like people actually do go out of their way to make like the character coming into the like frame like in the Family Guy style.
Here it is.
Hey all, Scott here. Pardon?
Pardon? I always love how first Scott the Woz his icon is his head but's on the side.
Yeah, it's great.
I also always love that moment when JonTron was basically away for a year, and he was like, and so my son.
And his subreddit turned in r/JonTron just turned into r/Scott the Woz. Beautiful. And then he uploads like 4, and then JonTron uploads like 3 videos in December, and it's like, what? What is this man?
Another crossover that like I'm glad happened, and I'm glad that it was also good, was the Sonic and Mega Man comics.
Yeah.
Not only was that crossover good, but it ended up leading like into the Sonic story of basically rebooting it.
Nice.
Yeah. Like, wow, you managed to do a good crossover of Sonic and Mega Man, and this ended up you cleverly disguised this, or rather, you cleverly what the fuck am I trying to say?
You get it. You'll get it.
You managed to turn it into a reboot that was disguised as this crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still kind of stuck on the crossover thing as my mind just kind of starts to wind down. We've already been going for over 2 hours. Good lord. Yeah. It's no wonder my mind is winding down.
Because we're great at our jobs. We're amazing at creating content for the...
No, great content right now. Watch me go.
There it is. Sonic Underground again. God, Sonic Underground was great. I don't care what people say. Sonic Underground was great.
It's like, I would say like that kind of like Sonic was like peak like late 80s, early 90s.
It was, yeah. What? It was peak quote unquote cool. Cool. Very big quote unquote.
There was like I haven't actually like seen the entirety of the Sonic and Mega Man crossover comic series.
I haven't watched
any of it. One detail that a lot of people liked with that series that I touched on was that Dr. Wily, he just wants to like defeat / like showcase that his superiority over Mega Man, but Dr. Robotnik's like, bro, why are you doing that? Why don't you just kill him? It's like, no, I don't want to kill Mega Man. I just want to embarrass him.
Yeah.
I want to show him how superior I am to him. Yeah, you can do that by killing him.
Yeah.
It just goes to show like their actual motives, and it was there that Eggman realizes, wow, this guy is just small time.
Wow, this guy's a pussy.
He's not going the full distance. He just wants to humiliate him.
It's like, okay, well, all right.
A fucking pansy.
Yeah, pretty much. And you realize just how evil Dr. Eggman can be. Because like, I don't know if you've seen this part, Chloe, but yeah, there's a moment where he does actually. Basically, what leads up to Wily telling him, "I just want to humiliate him," is that he basically launches Dr. Light out of the ship they're in, and presumably he's thinking like, "Oh, I'm just sending him off to his death." And as Dr. Light is falling, the panel is then just Eggman looking at Light falling and then twiddling his fingers like doing a little wave goodbye to him. Like just being a total shit. Just like, bye bye. Oh, and it's so good. And then
Robot Chicken
Wily
and Drill Milk,
then Wily finds out what Eggman did, and then he explains like, "Oh, I just want to humiliate him. I don't want to kill him." And it's really good. I own the whole comic physically, and yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
it
does sound good.
I'm trying to find his name. I did watch like some part of it, like a big compilation video of like the Sonic cartoon Dr. Eggman. You know, it's like it makes me tear every hair from my beautiful head. Like that guy did a fantastic job of like just portraying Dr. Eggman as like the goofy Saturday morning cartoon villain.
Yeah.
So that voice actor was the British blues singer Long John Baldry.
Yeah, that's his name. I know. There was like it was like Long John something, and I couldn't remember his full name.
No, Long John Baldry. He. Oh my god, I love his voice for Robotnik. It's like for that particular cartoon, no one could have sold that role better. Because he just, especially with how he flawlessly rolls his R's, like there are some people who are like, "Oh, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is a bad cartoon," and I'm like, no, you're an idiot. It's a great cartoon. You just have to turn your brain off and accept that it's a cartoon being a cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon of its era. Like it may not have the best jokes around, but like some of them like do land are genuinely funny.
Yeah.
Like in the first episode alone, there's one thing that I remember watching with some old friends, and it's specifically it's the character Grounder. He blows on his quote unquote thumb, and his drill hand becomes a pumpkin. And it's like we're just like, what the fuck? Why did it become a pumpkin?
Because
it's just
funny.
little moments like that where it's like you can, well, because there's interviews of people who worked on that show, and for a lot of people who worked on that show, they were like, yeah, it was some of the most fun we ever had. We were just free to do almost whatever we want as long as we just kept in the parameters that it's a kid's cartoon.
Oh god, you just made me remind myself of like when fucking like OG Nostalgia Critic was covering the Sonic cartoon, and it got to that moment, and he did the whole like.
I still never watched the Nostalgia Critic. I should.
I watched like old episodes.
I watched old.
Yeah.
All Nostalgia Critic was like he was that kind of awkward reviewer, but like he had his moments of just being like random and funny, but like new Nostalgia Critic is just fucking unbearable in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which means those are the ones I'm gonna watch. Obviously the terrible ones.
But yeah, no, I remember watching that that Nostalgia Critic video way back when, and it's like, I get it. The other Sonic cartoon was technically better because, you know, it had the continuing story with a good character development, blah, blah, blah. But in my heart of hearts, I like the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog more.
It's a lot more enjoyable.
It knows that it's a goofy cartoon.
Yeah. And like obviously back then where like you couldn't record things and rewatch them, the Adventures of Sonic one, I think that was a Saturday one, right? There was the goofy one. I don't remember the names, the differences. Yeah, that one.
Is the goofy one.
With it not having like an actual story, it's a lot easier to watch because you can't really like miss something.
Yeah.
Because like if you miss an episode of the other one, it's like, well, shit, now I don't know what happened, and I'm completely lost from now on. But with the other one, it's just like, who cares? It's just another like micro story.
Yeah, and it's like Sonic System. It's true. All you really need to know is there's Sonic, there's Tails.
All you need to know is Sonic good, Robotnik bad. Robotnik is the definition of sex appeal according to his character sheet.
Yes, that is in the actual character, like in the character Bible for the show, is that Robotnik thinks he is the epitome of sex.
Also, Fed, you're forgetting the most important, like, other thing to remember about Sonic.
Hmm?
Chili Dog.
Chili Dog, yeah.
I was gonna say the other thing to always remember is that the best characters are Scratch and Grounder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty much all of my favorite characters from the Sonic universe are ones that barely show up.
Yeah.
Like obviously, Scratch and Grounder are a bit more known, and then there's like Whisper and Tangle and stuff like that, and it's like barely anyone will know about them. Like, unless you've read the comics or played the mobile game, you won't know about Whisper.
Yeah, I only know about Whisper through you.
Yeah, best girl.
Actually,
Quiet wife.
Both Tangle and Whisper I only know about through you.
I'm surprised you don't know about Tangle through love. I know she really likes Tangle.
Yeah, it's like you're the first one to show me Tangle.
Yeah, they're great. They're a great pair of characters. And then obviously a much more known one, but Silver is a great character. Not from the games, from the comics.
No, from the games, he's unbearable. In the comics, I love Silver.
Yeah,
he's just sad.
He's basically Silver from the comics. He doesn't know where he is. He's lonely. And he's just amazed by everything. That is basically Silver from the comics.
And to put it in Mephilis's words from the live dub, is a beta cuck.
Yes. Silver in the comics is the type who's like, friends? That sounds fun. I want friends.
Yeah.
That just makes you a beta cuck.
I'm a true alpha gamer. Oh, those dubs are amazing. Silver sunlocks you in a corner. Not Comic Silver. Comic Silver would be like, sunlocks you in a corner and then feels bad.
No, Silver would be cries in a corner.
I specifically
because plants are beautiful.
I actually bought that game for the 360, but I cannot, for the life of me, remember why I did. Because I only played like a couple Sonic games. I wasn't that much into it, but for something compelled me to buy that game.
It was probably just the point of like it was probably just the point of like at the time you were just looking for whatever and the cover grabbed your attention.
Yeah, probably. It's just like a 360 game and it's Sonic.
Yeah, it's like you probably didn't go there looking for Sonic 06. You probably just saw it and was like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, few issues here, not so bad.
Oh no!
3 hours in. Oh my god, what is with this game?
Please! Tails, stop vibrating!
So
I think one of my favorite glitches I discovered with that game was there's a gem you can socket into your shoes that makes you tiny.
Yeah.
But if you properly time it, you could just jump infinitely.
Yeah.
I use that to break the game in so many places.
So
I could go anywhere.
I borrowed that game from a friend many years ago. The Sonic 06.
Sonic Riders was great. I haven't actually played Sonic Riders. That should be a thing I stream as well.
So
try and set up Parsec, and we can play that together.
So Sonic 06, yeah, I basically tried to play the game just normally, quote unquote. And trying to play that game normally, because like it really was just like, I have to see how bad is this. So I borrow it, and like I'm never going to forget that tornado's carrying a car. Hearing that, I got so tired of hearing that, because that's one of those auto running sections.
Yeah,
I hate those sections so much.
I wanted to get into those because, like, the thought of like just Sonic going like as fast as he can, and you're like on this track avoiding shit, like that sounds cool on paper, but at the time it wasn't implemented properly. Not until like you get into the games like Sonic Unleashed and like what was the
Generations?
Sonic Generations? Yeah, like those games
they do it well. Yeah,
really fun.
Yeah.
Like they nailed going fast in those games really well.
Yeah, they did great, and it's like I'm cautiously optimistic about the new one.
Do you like open world one?
Yeah, Sonic Rangers.
Yeah.
Sonic of the Wilds.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Every game that has grass is a Breath of the Wild clone now.
We're getting Kirby of the Wild.
I mean,
Werehog Stinky.
A lot of people make that joke of like, characters standing on ledge, looking at the background. It's like, oh, it's like of the wild. But like, I look at some of the details of like the backgrounds and whatnot, and me having played plenty of Breath of the Wild, I'm like, okay, I can see they took a page from Breath of the Wild, but it's not like they are directly copied it.
Yeah. So I have to say, regarding where I have mentioned this on stream before about the Werehog. I didn't mind it. Personally speaking, I didn't mind it. I actually did have some fun with the Werehog mode. And I guarantee if I played it now, I would still have some fun with it. Is it mindless? Yeah. And you know what? I like...
Oh, yeah. That one song that appears every 5 seconds is great. It's obviously going to get repetitive because it's the one song that appears every single fight, but it's a good song.
Plus, that game did something that no other game did. Well, I think there are a few games that probably did, but I like that if you get like the worst possible score, that like the music is just completely terrible.
Great.
And meanwhile, Richter is in the background
like, Richter is now Tim Allen.
Oh my god, well I am... With all of that said,
so I think that sounds like we're getting towards the end of this stream.
Yeah, I'm definitely starting to lose energy.
Given that we're at the end here, there is one last thing I want to share.
Sure.
So question to you. Do either one of you remember Camp Laszlo?
Nope.
So I didn't watch a whole lot of it. I didn't know that it was made by the creator of Rocko's Modern Life. If I had known that, I honestly would have watched more of it, because obviously I loved Rocko. Something about how it looked at the time, this was also during a time when I was trying to quote unquote be cooler and watch less cartoons. So instead of watching Scrubs, which is in a way a live action cartoon, just with more drama.
I was gonna say Scrubs is still pretty good though.
Scrubs is fantastic.
Yeah. Also, the origin of the default dance.
Yes. So actually, funny little story about the default. I'm gonna go on a tangent real quick.
Let's go.
Funny story about the default dance is that, and I heard this on the podcast that Zach Braff and Donald Faison have. and I've talked about it before.
Uh-huh.
That dance that Don Faison does was completely improvised.
Yeah.
It's because, long story short, for that scene, he got drunk the night before and forgot to basically, forgot that,
forgot to rehearse the actual part.
Yeah, forgot to rehearse it. And then just day of, there's like executives from NBC there, and he's like, oh shit. And so he just does this dance, and people were like, whoa, hold on, where'd this come from? And then, yeah, it became the default dance in Fortnite.
Yeah.
So, what was I saying before? Shit.
Don't remember.
Go ahead, Chloe.
Going back to what I was saying, like the reason I bring up Camp Lazlo is that I did watch the show. I didn't watch it extensively, but I watched enough that like it was like a show I enjoyed. Like not to a great extent, but like if it was on, I'd watch it.
Right.
I bring it up because I had never seen it end. It ended on such a weird note.
Yeah, that's what Salt said as well.
So the last episode is the only episode I've seen.
What, the ending of it?
Yeah.
So then you know what happens.
Yeah, I do.
I do not.
To give you context on this one, Finn, the guy that runs the camp, I forget his name, but like he's just like this. He is just this grumpy old fart.
Yeah.
And, for the longest time, like he's writing everything, but he doesn't like his job. But on the final episode, it turns out that through the entire time they've been at camp, no one has washed their clothes. Everyone, including the camp counselor, have all been wearing the same clothes since the day like camp started. And they go to wash all their clothes, but I think like the counselor's clothes like either just completely disintegrate or he didn't wash them properly. So he's just like, oh man, I don't want to wear our clothes. I know, I'll just paint on clothes. And everyone's fooled by it. And so he teaches everyone to do that too, and then everyone else catches on to it, and it revolutionizes everything because like nobody has to wear clothes because they can just paint on their clothes. And it's so good that people from the future came back to the past to give the counselor a statue they made of him. But then it rains, the paint comes off, and now everyone's mad at him. And more than that, as everyone's like getting out the pitchforks and whatnot, the police come by, and out from that police car is what is his name from Rocco's? Heifer steps out of the car. He's like, it looks like he's like completely like shaved. He doesn't have any, completely shaved. It's like, there he is. He's locked me up in his basement for the past 3 months now. It's like, because it turns out he was supposed to be the camp counselor there, and whoever what's his face is, like, he just like took up the job for whatever reason.
Yeah,
God.
It really ends on a weird note.
Yeah, I was like, that makes no sense, but
yeah,
I love it.
It makes no sense that this moose man basically locked up this guy that looks like Heifer from Rocco's Modern Life, put him in his basement.
That is Heifer.
Oh yeah, it is Heifer, and he just locked him in his basement and just took his job. For no reason. And basically, you just start to realize this moose man is insane.
I mean, if you go off like some of the decisions he made, like during the camp, like oh my god, it all clicks. This fucking moose is insane.
Yeah, and he gets arrested for identity theft.
Nice. As you do, you know.
Yeah, as you do. So yeah, and that's basically what it ends on, is him, this person who everyone thought was the camp counselor being arrested for identity theft, and it's like, what just happened?
It's what? What?
Yeah, it gives you absolute tonal whiplash. You're just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And then nothing else is answered, and that's how it ends. Like, that was an ending? Huh. Well, that was wild.
And here I thought the animals did kick in.
Yeah. And I don't know, thinking about that just makes me glad that Rocco's Modern Life got one more special.
Hmm.
The Netflix special, which was originally supposed to air on Nickelodeon years ago, but it just never happened. And then finally Netflix was like, hey, what if we funded it? And they're just like, okay. Yeah, I guess we can do that. And it happened, and it was good. Same with Enter the Florpus for Invader Zim. Very good ending special. Thank you, Invader Zim. We love you. So,
You know what?
Yes.
What I was saying, this just made me think, okay, what would mesh well with Sam and Max?
Fucking anything. Fucking.
There's a lot that could work with Sam and Max.
The TF2 comics.
In theory, yes.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim.
I don't think like any of the mercenaries would be weirded out either, because like they
No,
seem weirder.
yeah. You'd see a scout running around with the Max's severed head cosmetics. Like, oh god, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It's back to like, hey Sam, check it out. That guy's got half of my head on his head.
Yeah.
Crack me up, little buddy.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna quickly say, if you ever get the chance, watch the Sam and Max cartoon. That is also a very, very good cartoon.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's a shame it didn't last that long.
Immortal due to eating pills. He ate all of Marasmus's pills and he drank lead poisoned water. He is invincible.
Yeah, sadly that cartoon only lasted one season, which is a big shame because again it was really funny.
Yeah.
Like the first episode alone, when they show up and say "Hiya, kids," there's an immediate clip of like people screaming.
There's like people screaming
because everyone is like, no,
not these fuckers again.
Basically.
And which that same like kind of tone reminded me of one of the jokes that was in Poker Night the Inventory 2 with like Max asking all the characters there if they knew any good barbers because the guy he goes to is just getting old. And they like it's with like Sam going like, well, I guess I'll just let Max cut my hair for a while. And in the background, you see Max slowly turn his head towards Sam before it's just immediate zoom in on his face with like this devilish grin.
Yeah, very Max.
Perfect.
I also mentioned that, like, honestly, I could see them crossing over with Earthworm Jim as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, one of the things I got for Christmas was the Earthworm Jim cartoon on DVD.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah.
At about 2 hours 43 minutes roughly, I think we're spent.
Yeah.
I have spent my load.
Yep.
Oh,
that's how you said it.
That was on purpose.
I'm not. I knew. I knew. Also, I didn't say this at the start of the stream. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone. It's 2022.
A little late,
honestly,
but
2022.
that's 2022 so far.
Start. No, honestly, 2022 is off to a good start. We have people drawing cute tigers, whatever. We've got I even tweeted it out this morning. I need to go to my profile and just look real quick. Because honestly, it's a fact.
Yeah, there's you with the new condo and the new graphics card. You this is a great start. Me with I'm here.
Pooh, like the original Winnie the Pooh stories are
public
domain.
'Domain. 'Yeah, it's... Yeah.
And to cap it all off, this year didn't start with an immediate mass shooting on the news.
Yeah, it didn't start off with a national what's the word? A national disaster. last year ended with one, but this year didn't start with one.
Yeah.
Now 2021 wanted to like end things in a very shit way.
It wanted to end with a bang. But yeah, 2022 is starting. Okay.
Yeah.
Just hope it stays that way. Maybe things go well. It'll be a good year.
Oh yeah, I was never around this. Oh, actually no, I have told you too. Out of stream, but in stream.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution is I hope to at least meet my friends Sky and Fuzz in person.
Yeah.
I want that to happen.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
I know actually moving in with them is not something that's probably going to happen in a year, but I want to be hopeful.
Yeah, it's possible.
2021 did some bad things to me, and I'm still recovering from that.
Same. 2021 just wasn't a good year, so 2022 better give us something back.
Please.
Like, hey,
please.
So yeah, 2022, you should give me a new graphics card.
We'll work on that.
Give me a couple grand 2022. You should. I deserve it. That's the word I was looking for. I was gonna say you deserve it, but this 2022 deserves to give me a. But yeah, hopefully things go well this year. I don't have a New Year's resolution. I stopped bothering with those a couple years ago because I never stick to them, or they're just things that literally can't happen. Like, I can't really say my New Year's resolution is to like get more followers on stream. Like, I can't control that. That's your fault if I don't get more followers. You guys are the problem, not me.
In my case, it's a goal I just want to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is something that you can kind of work towards. With mine, it's just luck. It's just...
So that said, words of motivation.
I just read it.
Have fun at other people's expense in public spaces.
Yeah.
Here's my word of advice.
Apple.
Word of advice, give me your money. Please. And good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.